All right, Shalom. I'm going to start off by giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Shemel, Shabbat, Shemakakudash, double to the apostle of this great millstone, and Shalom to the Akim out there pushing the word of sincerity and in truth. Yeah, one of the brothers from Great Millstone posted this on his IG page, and it was going into, which I had it saved in my phone for a little minute now. The CIA agents admit hip-hop was a psyop designed to corrupt the youth and sow division in America. You know, and that's without giving. You know, when you listen to today's music, you know, it's all about killing and treachery of our own. You know, it's never executing vengeance on your enemy, the one that threw you in the prisons, threw you in the ghettos, put drugs in your neighborhood. You know, separated your family. You know, it's always so-called black on black crime, because say so-called because we're not actually black. That was another instrumental lie, that conducted by the government to keep our minds covered. That's to keep us fully embedded in the system and keep us in that perpetual stupor, man. And it's going back to this hip hop culture, which we all listen to this music. I'll be a liar if I say that I'm not a, I won't say fan, because I'm not a fanatic of it, but I definitely have listened to my fair share of so-called rap or hip-hop music, But we see through this stuff, You have even certain artists that speak about the ill will that comes with the music and how they were actually, spoken of by the higher-ups, billionaires, to put this demonic music in the on the radio, and we see the results of it. You look at the mass majority of our people, they just have an immense amount of hatred in their heart, and they're acting upon that hatred. That's why it's so much drugs. Like Jacob is so nonchalant about selling dope to their own family members and their own friends and their own community, not knowing that their community is being eroded by the same poison that they're putting, and they know it. I'm not even gonna say not knowing it, because these jakes do it deliberately. They just have such a black heart, they're so cold-hearted and so invested in the left-hand side that they do these things to elevate. And like I said, they're backed by these different artists that comfort them with this satanic music, which pretty much assures of lifestyle of treachery, Then these different jakes will do this in these different communities, totally decimating it, and then they'll get locked up and locked away for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. And then they start to get into books and learn positive habits. Then they start to see that they was pretty much pawns in the bigger picture. Same thing with these rappers. These guys are nothing but pawns, man. That's why scriptures speak about to never trust your enemy. So they'll go into these different meetings, sign off on certain paperwork, and they thinking that the so-called white man has their best interests at heart. But when you watch these old movies, you start to see how this white man is a real devil, man. You watch movies like, I remember back in the day, Beyonce starring the movie Dreamgirls. You had movies like The Temptations. You had movies with Prince and all these different artists. Who else? Idlewild wasn't actually based on a true story, which that was Outkast. But you had Ray. You had Stevie Wonder. If I'm mistaken, I remember watching Ray. Did I watch something pertaining to Stevie Wonder? But they have movies on all these different artists, and a lot of times in these different movies, you start to see how these jakes were pretty much being scammed, man. Pretty much being effed over by the devil himself, and then when they try to break ties and try to whether go independent or distribute, try to do some type of deals where, because even with distribution, so-called white man, he's the main one that's over the distributions. But when they try to do their own thing, it doesn't work out for them. The success is extremely limited or lacked, And that's how we know, like I said, going back, that the government pushes these things. So they have in a caption, John Holmston, a retired CIA agent, has admitted on national Russian television that hip hop was a psyop, psychological operation invented by the CIA in the 80s, and the agency has directed and financed household name artists including NWA. That's all I have right here, but it's going to name different artists, and it's going to, of course, speak on how it was used to pawn us out. And that's why you have to grow in the grace. You have to grow in the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, so you don't get caught by this devil. Because he catches the minds of the naive. He catches the unlearned. Scripture speak about in 1 Peter 5:8, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary is the devil, walketh about, going, seeking whom he may devour. If you look at the nature of lions, they always want to hunt the weak. If you got a gazelle that's limping, that doesn't know how to flow with the pack, they're gonna target him. Or any type of prey. The prey that's most sturdy, that has mastered the art of maneuverability, pretty much a master escape artist. They like, why bother? When the pack moves, they already know how to snake around the pack. They already position themselves to not get caught. So why would you try to go out your way to hunt something like that when you could just get an easy kill just to feed your family? And Esau is all about the easy kill, But this is Isaiah 42:22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes. Yeah, what people are robbed and spoiled? You blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And it's not just Negro rap culture. This Latin music, a lot of it's, to be honest, Latin music, there's a lot of gang culture in that too. They have certain positive, music, but it is a lot of bullshit in that music too. But the mass majority of it is, when it comes to music, it's centered against us. Talking about you so-called blacks, Negroes, Haitians, and Jamaicans. And they are hid in prison houses. Look at the prisons. Filled up with our people. It ain't filled up with those Jews. If they're God's chosen people, the Lord would be speaking about his people. If they were God's chosen people, being Jews, they would be fully embedded in the prison, which they're not. And they are for a prey. Now, are the Jews getting preyed upon? No, they're the ones that's the master predators. And a lot of those music producers are Jews, man. They're the ones that actually push that vibration against our people. They are for a prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none saith restore, meaning to bring us back to our storehouse, give us our law, statutes, and commandments, our culture, our heritage, and our identity. But rather just keep us blind and pick us away, like vultures. That's why Esau is known as a culture vulture, man. Scripture says that this thief cometh not, but to steal, kill, and destroy. But we're living in a time of reckoning, and all this evil that this man has put toward us, it's going to be returned unto his own, like Scripture says, to his own pate, going to be put on his head, so to speak. Things going to come around full circle. So that's all I had. I didn't want to go too long with it. Just want to speak on that. Hopefully, brothers and a few sisters edified. I'm going to end up giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Shema, Shabbat, Shema, Kakodash. Double on the apostle, great millstone. Shalom, Akim.